Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be full of cleaning motivation. I'm going to be cleaning a lot of different areas around my home. I'm also going to be doing some decluttering and organizing in the girls' room. We are starting off in here because their room was quite messy. It has been probably just over a week since I have been in here cleaning their room, so I wanted to get it all done. I wanted to vacuum, dust all of the furniture, I wanted to wash all of their bedding, and we are also going to be going through their dresser. All of their clothes are very disorganized. They do grab the clothes out of their dresser themselves, so it very easily gets a little chaotic, and I just needed to go through everything to see what we have. We are leaving for our trip in just over a week from when I am doing these voiceovers, and I just want to make sure everyone has everything they need. We are going to be gone for just over 3 weeks, and that is a lot of pressure for packing. I am a little overwhelmed to say the least, but I am just very excited, and I just am ready to take off and have this adventure with my family.
I just see my past life, having dreams in a dream. I wonder why I carried on with the things that made you lose your mind. There's no way I can undo what I've done.
I have had a few people messaging me and commenting, asking if I am going to be vlogging our trip to Portugal, and I don't think I am going to make a dedicated vlog, but I might take a few clips here and there to share in a future video. But if you are wanting to follow along on our trip, definitely follow me over on Instagram. It is just at Aleah Martins on Instagram. I will have it linked down below, but I will be sharing a lot of our trip over there. It will be in real time if you guys are interested. So if you are, definitely head over to Instagram and follow me on that platform. I'm in the corner beside Quinn's bed here, and I just noticed that the wallpaper is peeling up in the corner here. So we are going to have to fix this immediately, because if Quinn finds that before we fix it, there's a very good chance she will pull it because she just won't know any better. And I don't want to point it out and tell them not to touch it, because then it will definitely get pulled up. So I'm going to have to find some wallpaper glue, I guess. We hired someone to put this wallpaper up, so I've never done wallpaper, but I have a feeling that would probably be an easy fix. So let me know if it's not an easy fix, if you have done wallpaper, but it can't be that hard, right? Of you, all my friends keep on saying that. As I was in the corner looking at that wallpaper, I noticed that the baseboards were quite dusty and dirty, so I am just quickly going through the entire room and wiping all of the baseboards down. I did slack a little bit with my spring cleaning this year, and it's definitely starting to show. I didn't do the deep cleaning in each room that I usually do, so maybe that will end up being some fall deep cleaning, because I don't think this can wait until spring. A lot of the rooms in my house have very dirty baseboards, and the walls are looking kind of grimy, and it's just time to do a deep dive into some of the deeper cleaning.
There's no hope for me. I fell down the bottom, so I fell down way deep. But if I can't have the real you, then let me make a 3D print of you. I shoot in the dark, so I miss my talk.
So like I mentioned, we are going to be leaving for 3 weeks, and packing for 5 people for 3 weeks is very intimidating. I have a list going and I am hoping I don't forget anything. But one of the first steps before I pack that I needed to do was go through all of my girls' clothes to see what they had, what still fit, and how many of each item they had. The main thing I was wanting to know was how many pairs of shorts they had because I could not see what was in these drawers, and then also pajamas. I know all of my kids have plenty of pajamas, but I didn't know how many pairs of shorts and short sleeve pajamas they had, and that is what they are going to be needing for Portugal. I can't be packing them pants because it is going to be very hot, and I have been told that the ACs there are not like the AC here in my house. So I have a feeling the evenings and nights are going to be warmer than we are used to, and I just want to make sure we all have the proper clothing and dress accordingly.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is...
I don't know if it's because it's summertime or it's the fact that I have all of my kids home or that we have a trip that is coming up very quickly, but I feel like I am struggling in the motivation department. I do not feel like doing anything around my house. I feel like I have fallen behind in multiple areas multiple times, and I have to physically force myself to get up and get moving. So if you are also feeling like that, you are not alone. I just am in vacation mode, I think. I am ready to go. I just want to be sitting outside in the sun, and housework just does not feel like a priority to me, which is not ideal for someone like me either because I do not function well when my house is a mess. I feel like I have to stay on top of it for my sanity, and I get kind of grumpy when my house is messy, but I am really struggling. So like I said, if you are feeling like that too, you are not alone, and I hope this video can help motivate you to tackle an area around your home that maybe you have been neglecting as well.
Anytime when you're out of time and I got you, and you got me too. We can always make it through. What we do is what we do. I can take you anywhere, somewhere. We won't be scared.
I wanted to share a new cleaning tool that you guys will be seeing a lot of in my future videos because I have been using this everywhere. This is the Hoto Wand Cordless Spin Scrubber, and it is the perfect tool for the hard to reach spots around your home. It has multiple different scrubbing attachments, so you can choose the best one for the job, and they are magnetic, so changing and replacing the brush heads could not be easier. So I, of course, want to show you how well this thing works, and a great place to start is my fridge water dispenser, as it always gets such a buildup of gunk and hard water, and I knew the Hoto wand would clean the space with no problem. With its 360-degree rotating cleaning method, it quickly and efficiently cleans the stubborn messes and the hard-to-reach places. And as you can see from this before and after, it is very effective. I do also get this grime that collects around the handle of my kitchen tap, and I finally have a tool that can clean such a tight area. This device does also maintain its rotation speed throughout your cleaning, even when you are pressing down firmly, so you can trust that you are getting a complete clean. And not only is it effective, but it does also operate whisper quiet. You can barely hear it as it's running. It does also have a built-in rechargeable battery, and it is completely waterproof. This tool has been my best friend when it comes to cleaning, especially in the kitchen and the bathrooms. Make sure you check out the Hoto wand using my link down below in the description box and use my code Aleah10 at checkout. And a big thank you to Hoto for sponsoring today's video.
I'm staring into your blue eyes.
Now we are going to be moving across the hall and into Grayson's room. I was also wanting to wash his bedding this day. I try and wash all of the bedding on the same day, so I just have an easier time keeping track of it all. So I am just running that downstairs to throw it in the next load for the washing machine. And then we are going to start working on clearing off his dresser. He has quite the collection of quite literally everything. He is a collector. I've mentioned that on my channel before. He loves all kinds of things, all of the little knickknacks that he collects. He loves Pokemon cards and tech decks and little squishies. He loves different shapes of erasers. Pretty much anything and everything. If he has more than a few of them, he is going to be collecting them. I do have a bunch of little containers in his nightstand, and I do organize each little thing into the categories in his nightstand. That way he can keep his stuff, but it's also out of sight for me. I do let my kids have their rooms be what they want them to be, but I do come in here a couple of times a month and just clean up because I don't like living in a mess, but I, of course, respect their space and their hobbies and their interests, and I do let them make their room their own space, if that makes sense.
I feel paper thin. Ooh, when will you let me in? Do you let anyone get under your skin? You play it cool, but underneath I know you're hiding something. Do you let anyone get under your skin?
Gray is big into Lego right now, and I am loving the Lego phase. I love that he loves to build and be creative and work on this stuff by himself. He will come into his room and sit down and be building a Lego for hours, and it's just really fun to see him be creative and really enjoying something. But the problem is, he is opening multiple different sets of Legos at the same time, and he's going to start getting them mixed up because they do take a long time to build. They are definitely not something he can do in one sitting. These are big Lego sets with multiple pieces, and I find he might get bored before he completes a set, and then he'll want to start working on the next one. So I am probably going to buy some containers that he can keep in his closet, and then he can just keep the sets together and work on them as he wants to and not get everything mixed up, if that makes sense. But I am loving that he loves Lego. It's so much better than the screen time, especially in summer. I am guilty for letting my kids play on their iPads or maybe watch TV a little more than they should in the summers because I am trying to work. I do work from home. YouTube is my job. And I love that he's finding something else he would rather do.
Would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you? Ooh, I feel paper thin. Ooh, when will you let me in? Do you let anyone get under your skin? You play it cool, but underneath I know you're hiding something. Do you let anyone get under your skin? I just wanna get to know you, so would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy?
So now that we are finished in the kids' bedrooms, we are going to be heading downstairs and we are going to be getting started in the dining room and the kitchen and the living room because you will see in these clips my entire house was pretty much in shambles. That is what happens in the summer more often than not for us. I find in the summer you can have things pop up and have unplanned plans that happen because we had our neighbors knock on our door yesterday. So I was supposed to be filming and cleaning the day before I filmed this, but we had our neighbors come over and ask if we wanted to go to their pool and have a pool party with them. So of course we said yes, and we ended up spending the entire day over there. And then they asked if we wanted to stay for dinner, so we had a barbecue. And then we went back in the pool and we didn't get home until 8 p.m. And that is what summer's all about. And I'm never going to say no to fun plans with my kids and our friends and our neighbors. So, of course, the house took a seat on the back burner. And I honestly think if I take one day off from housework, my entire house falls apart. It seems to happen more often than not. We do have 5 people in our house and 2 dogs, and it's just chaos more often than it's not. But I would be lying if I said I didn't feel guilty and think about the housework more times than I would like to admit while we were at our friends. And I don't know why we do that to ourselves. I made the decision to go out and have some fun, and the housework will be there tomorrow. There is no reason to feel guilt or feel bad that you are not currently cleaning your home, because memories are so much more important. And I promise you, the housework will be there when you get home. And I do try to remind myself of that exact thing when I am out, but I am definitely guilty of feeling that way too.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine.
So Justin and I just celebrated our 8-year wedding anniversary, which is so much fun. You guys know I love to celebrate pretty much anything, but especially the big milestones. And I feel like 8 years married is a pretty big one. We have actually been together since we were teenagers, which is wild to think about. We were 15 when we started dating. So we have been together for 16 years and married 8 of those. We have been together longer than we have not been together in our entire lives, which that's kind of like a mind-boggling thing to think about. But a lot has changed in those 18 years. We have 3 kids and 2 dogs. We are on our second house together. We actually bought our first home coming out of college, and then we moved into this one once we started having a family. And it's just so much fun to look back on our lives and everything that we have built together. He is my best friend. We are always laughing and having fun. Every day is a new adventure. I look forward to every evening once the kids are gone to bed and we can just hang out together. And I think that's the key to marriage. Don't just marry someone that you love. You have to like them too. And I really do. He is my very best friend. He's such an amazing father, such an amazing dad, and he's just a good man. And I don't think I could ask for much more.
No, it's no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, it's no more. We don't know. No, it's no more. We don't know. No, it's no more. We don't know. No, it's no more. No. We don't know. No, it's no more. We don't know. No, it's no more. We don't know. No, it's no more. No.
Now we are going to be unloading all of the clean dishes out of the dishwasher and just loading it right back up with all of the dirty dishes. And unfortunately, I was not able to fit all of the dirty dishes into the dishwasher on this first load. So I did have to do a second load after supper when I had a whole new pile of dirty dishes from cooking dinner. So that is what is going to be happening. If you are wondering at the end of this why there was still dishes in the sink, that is why. I did not want to pretty much waste my time hand washing the dishes when I knew I would have more dirty dishes later. I refuse to hand wash dishes unless it does not fit in my dishwasher. I do not like doing it. I feel like it can be a waste of time. And I would just rather do a second load of dishes later on in the day than have to stand at the sink and hand wash all of the dishes. So you guys will have to let me know if I am not alone on that.
I shut my eyes, trying not to speak, pretend that I'm dreaming. I smell your breath, not listening, but I still hear you screaming. Going under. One step away till you hear what I'm saying. Sounds like thunder. And the clouds are closing in. You see, I know this, but the last days in real life I've noticed. Losing focus, breaking up from our life as we know it. If someone had told me that I will take off and find something greener, greener than I turn my head and hold it high, but it's making me shiver.
I absolutely love this cleaner when it comes to cleaning all of the stainless steel in my kitchen. You just spray it on and then buff it out with a dry microfiber cloth, and it just leaves everything looking so shiny and brand new. I always forget to clean my stainless steel. It is not something that I do on a regular basis. I probably do this maybe once or twice a month, but I would like to start trying to do it every week, if not more, because it really does make such a difference in how clean the entire kitchen feels and looks. We had just come home from camping a few days before filming this, so I was still catching up on all of the laundry. There is so much laundry after camping. Everything smells like campfire smoke, and we just go through a ton of clothes and blankets. But this was a load of blankets that I had to fold that I had just finished washing, so I'm quickly just going to get all of this folded and then take it upstairs to put it away in the closet. That is going to be it for today's video. You guys will have to let me know down below in the comment section if you have been slightly slacking on your housework too now that it's summertime. But I hope today's video helped motivate you to maybe tackle something that is on your to-do list. Thank you so much for being here and spending this time with me, and I will see you all next week with a brand new video. Bye, guys.